another video. It was cell phone video that emerged after the visit. It showed the president on the ground in El Paso talking about his crowd size at a rally back in February and comparing it to Beto at Works. Take a quick listen to what he said.
That was some crowd.
Thank you for
and we had twice the number outside. And then you had this crazy Beto. Beto had like 400 people in a parking lot. They said his crowd was wonderful.
How do you look at this, really? He's such a divisive figure anyway. There is the standard of the consoler-in-chief. He hasn't done it yet. It's not who he is,
yeah,
right?
Well, there's a still from that visit where he's with the orphaned baby and two family members with his wife, and Melania's holding the child, and he's got this grin and the thumb up. And when I looked at that photo, I think, you know, the Democrats are having a debate. Is he a racist? Is he a white supremacist? When I look at that photo, I think, well, he's a sociopath. He's incapable of experiencing or showing empathy. And politically, it's helpful for him to target that lack of empathy and fellow feeling toward people of color. But how much have we seen him show empathy for anybody? And so I look at that as someone who is unloved and made himself unlovable, and whose subject is himself as his own competitive greatness. And so he doesn't do the consoler-in-chief just because he doesn't do that emotional range. And that's a burden and a cost for any of us. Like, there is a presumption that we're all Americans together. There's a presumption of goodwill, that we can have a conversation. And maybe Donald Trump, but how do we address ourselves to Donald Trump supporters? Many of whom are very realistic and are supporters of him for good reasons having to do with their own lives and the dissolution of their own communities. It's going to be hard to have a conversation once the president has been declared sort of really beneath contempt.